Okay, I'm recording. What I tried to do was I exported the operational activities library into an Excel spreadsheet. So this is what it looks like. Um, Over here, let's see, I've got a column with identifier, name, and documentation. And the identifier has the number um, of the operational activity. So what I did was I created a new project called Project Activity Library, and I created a project activity here called Test, and I created a generic table called Project Activities, and I dragged the project activity item over, and what it did was it created a column named Name. And so what I did was I went into the columns, and since it has documentation, I added documentation, but I also added a new custom column. Um, Now it says unnamed, but I put identifier there and hit OK. And so I'm going to move the identifier column over to here. So I've got now the three columns that I want. So what I did was I already synced up the file, or actually I'm going to look for the file. So it's called Operational Activities from my desktop. So I'm going to open that up, and you can see that it's got the correct columns, and so I'm going to hit map, so they should map. So I'm hoping that it's going to bring all of them over. So I hit OK, and the sync options are set. So now I want to read from that file. But notice what happens. Everything gets brought in except the identifier. You can see that the identifier column is blank. I've got the name and I've got the documentation, but the identifier column is blank. So what did I do wrong? Why is not the identifier column being brought over?